Hey, what up? This is Aaron Sands, and this is King Talk. Let's get smarter. King Talk. Yeah, that's me. What up? What's going on? It's your boy Aaron Sands, and we are back at it again. Another Friday, another weekend of books. If it's Friday, you already know it's King Talk. What's going on? Hopefully everybody's week has been well, and if it has been a little bit trash, sit back, relax, put a drink in it, and check out some King Talk. This week is definitely going to be a little bit different than our regular weeks. Once again, my bad for the week off. I had to get the mind right, the body right, but now we back at it yet again. Before we get into it, I definitely do got to make a quick apology real quick. I've said some comments that was really unsavory to a lot of people. I was told I was wrong for certain things I've said in a certain Premiere Boyz Podcast Overtime video that is on that was on YouTube, and I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to King Talk, part of it is being a king. You know what I'm saying? Being a king. And one thing when it comes down to being a king is admitting when you make the wrong moves. You can't be moving forward without rectifying the past. So for my comments that I've made on that last video, I apologize humbly. One thing I always learn: girlfriends, wives, kids, off limits. That's one thing we don't do. But we're definitely going to get on the topic of that dude, and by that dude, for the rest of this episode, we gonna call that nigga Brandon. All right, you ain't getting no clout. We ain't resuscitating no life into your already dead career. You feel me? But that's gonna be on side B. We gonna get into side A, and side A is as follows. You already see the title, you see the artwork, you already know what time it is. Does Aaron hate women? And that was the craziest thing this week. Like I said before, a lot can happen in a week, a lot can happen in a few days, and that was one of them. Bringing up the whole Premiere Boyz Podcast Overtime video when we did of Brandon's video, I Like Your Dress. I've going back to before, I've said some things about the model in the video, and one commenter, which I believe her name was like Vanika, some shit, and basically she was like, "Oh, why are you talking about that lady like that? For all you know, that could be his wife, you ass. You out here shaming that woman body like that. Don't be out here body shaming. It's like you hate women," or somewhere along those lines. It sounded like that though, definitely. And the question was made: does Aaron hate women? So look, man, I don't normally do this, but I don't really tend to get as personal as I'm about to get into right now. But we gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? All episode, we're gonna go there. We're gonna dive deep. But first, before I have to dive deep in other people, I have to dive deep within myself. So let's go to the question: does Aaron hate women? Let's look at the women in his life, right? I have a mother, a loving mother, who taught me how to live out loud and, live with no regrets, no fear. If you're gonna do something, be the best at what you do. My dad was a big part of that too, but we talking about the women right now. She taught me to always keep grinding, always keep working, keep on a positive, vibe, and as hard as it is to do out here, the fact of being, positive in such a negative world, is a feat that not a lot can do, you know. And my mom was always able to do that shit for me, you know, for me and my sister, you know. So she, you know, my mom's and her lessons are a part of me. Now, let's get into the sis, you know. Everybody knows, you know what it is. You know, I'm not even have to, you know, jump head first into that. But she taught me what it is to not only deal with women in a relationship sense, but also to taught me what to look out for. Taught me what to look out for when it came down. So she taught me game, you know, and honestly, that game really just got me through like mainly most, if not all, of my dot years. So your lessons will always live forever, Tab. Love you. Until we meet again. You already know the vibes. Another woman, my grandmother, taught me how to cook, clean the house. Always provide for yourself. That way you never have to eat a chick's unseasoned, you know, fucking chicken Alfredo and shit. You feel me? And why is chicken Alfredo like a fucking, you know, the go-to for meals? You meet a dude, you like, oh, I'm gonna hit you with this chicken Alfredo. He just had fucking chicken Alfredo from the last 5 minutes. You feel me? From the last 5 people. And now he going, you number 6 with your dry ass chicken Alfredo, bro. Like, come on, bro. We gotta do better. You got YouTube. You got a whole bunch of shit out here that could teach you how to, you know, fuck up certain dishes. You feel me? You can't tell me that all you going to feed it on the first or the second or third date is fucking chicken Alfredo. But I digress. She taught me how to cook and clean and do a lot of the stuff that, you know, washing clothes and everything like that, a lot of the house shit. So that way I would never have to depend on a woman to sit there and do those things for me. You know, that's very important to me even to this day. You know, me and my fiance and everything, you know, especially during the pandemic, I was home a lot, you know, got furloughed from work. Shit is tough. They out here working sometimes 8-12 hour days and shit. She came home almost every single day. House was clean, food was getting ready, you know, at least the shit that I could cook. You know, bed was made up, scents are going, so you coming into not only a home, but a whole fucking vibe that you can't get nowhere else. My gramps taught me that. My fiance, the right to my wrongs, you know. One of the few people that actually made me be like, yo, get on that fucking pod and apologize tonight. Stop playing games, you know? Because I'm a lot more unforgiving than most of the people in my life, you know? But when it comes down to her, she kind of steers me in the right direction when I want to go off-road. And I will always love her for that. You know, and these are all, you know, these skills, these teachings, all from great women. All of them are from great women. And it really makes up, along with my dad's teachings too. I don't want to sit there and leave him out because, you know, he definitely did his part too. But we talk about women for a moment. All of these people instilled these, you know, skills and abilities into me to have to actually be the person that you see today, that you listen to on a bi-weekly basis, you know, just to get, like, you know, some gems, you know. I didn't learn these gems for myself. I learned them from these great women, you know. And that's a really big thing for me. You can't sit there and say I hate women, you know, if I'm learning all of these things from great women that I'm embracing. That way I can shell it out, if you will, to the women that I come across, you know. Say what you want about my past, but everybody that I, you know, dealt with seriously, always, for the most part, have nothing but great things to say, even if the situation didn't even work out. that's a personal thing for another day. So the question has to be asked: does Aaron hate women? And the answer to that is no. That's impossible. Not just for the things that I've just said, which is hella important, but mainly because, and the bro's gonna get a kick out of this one when they hear this shit, I'm a feminist. Yeah, I'm a feminist. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that, ladies have the right to choose, who they want to have sex with, when they want to have sex with, when they want to have sex, whether they want to keep the baby or not. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that women are out here empowered doing the things that they are doing, and actually, holding it down. Ladies held it down when it came down to everything that went down in 2020, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world is better that way when everybody is working. Men, women, black people, everybody's working to make it better, or to the best way they could see it, I should say. Forgive me, I feel like I'm all over the place, but I'm landing. Let me land. Yeah, man, I'm a feminist. I want to hate women. You know what I'm saying? I love women. Not only just for in a sexual sense, but in a intellectual sense, just the whole vibe. Aaron doesn't hate women, and for people that would say so in the comments, on videos, apparently calling me a gap tooth bitch. Like, come on, bro. Really? That's the best. I've been hearing like gap jokes since I was 7. You had to think about something better than that. You know what I'm saying? You probably were just in your feelings. You're going to get to that inside me though. But yeah, no, Aaron doesn't hate women at all. I have an amazing, hot Jamaican fiance that's soon to be my wife. One of the greatest women I ever met that wasn't like family. You know what I'm saying? Never will replace her. For mom that I love, there's my grandmother who taught me, everything I need to know about making sure keeping home while working hard. You know what I'm saying? My sister with her countless lessons, or her manly ass, even though, she was a great woman. You know what I'm saying? She was a great, sweet person. And the homegirls that I come across, you know what I'm saying, that I came across in my life that, that I ride with their vibe and everything is on a good frequency. You know what I'm saying? Look, people could say what they want, especially in social media, on these YouTube streets. People feel emboldened by the keyboard. You know what I'm saying? So they can say what they want. At the end of the day, my people, you gotta go with what's in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people that's on social media that don't fucking know you from a can of paint, down with your shit because it makes them feel better, or they makes them feel like, they're standing on something. You know what I'm saying? You know who you are. Claim that shit. And don't let it go. Because it's going to be yours for the most part for the next 50 to 60 years. But everybody, when you're in your fucking grave or in the casket and shit, people gonna talk about how you lived your life. People gonna talk about that dash between your birth year and your death year. And wouldn't you want people to talk about you living out loud, living with no regrets? You know what I'm saying? Yes, this was a fucked up move that I made. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when there's a thunderstorm, what the fuck are you gonna do? Are you gonna stay in the house and watch the rain from your window, or are you gonna go out and dance in the fucking rain? It's your life. You gotta decide that shit. But enough with the pleasantries. It's time to get down to fucking business. I said before, I'm not gonna speak of no girlfriends, no wives, no kids. Those are off limits. But you, Brandon, you in your trash ass fucking video, yeah, we gonna get in that ass side B. Stick around. It's about to get fucking spicy in here. King Talk with Aaron Sands. See you on the other side. Hey, what up? It's your boy Aaron Sands, and I know you're enjoying this episode of King Talk right now, but I want to dive in a little bit and talk about the Premiere Boyz Podcast. You got me, Aaron Sands, Ken the Gentleman, the homie Roddy Rod, and long live the Chief Mally Mal, all in the building, talking about the hottest entertainment topics, the hottest news topics, and giving our own take on what's going on out here in these streets. It can get raunchy. It could get crazy. You might even be talking about somebody's mama. Who knows? But every Wednesday at midnight, check us out on Apple, Good Pods. Don't forget to drop that 5-star rating and all wherever else you hear your podcast. Now back to the show, man.
What's up, world? This is the Chief Mally Mal, long live the Chief, and you're tuned in to King Talk with Mr. Aaron Sands. Don't go nowhere, baby.
Yo, what up? It's Aaron Sands. We are back at it with King Talk. You already know this is side B. And yeah, man, it's been getting real. So basically, let's get right into the side B though. You know, since earlier, you know, you heard my apology for that video that we did where I discussed some things about some people's wives that I did not know that was their wives. So apparently, you know, as I'm planning this situation, I go to sleep last night, right? I wake up this morning as I'm filming, as I'm getting ready to film. And I see a slew of messages from our group chat. We got the Premiere Boyz group chat. And it is on fire talking about this dude, Brandon, went live talking about, you know, Premiere Boyz Podcast trash. The person who said that about my wife is a gap-tooth bitch. You know what I'm saying? One of his bros can't speak like a whole bunch of trash, bro. And I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being nice. I'm tired of being coy. Sometimes you take, like I said earlier, a lot of lessons you take, you know, from the women in your family. But this one's I'm channeling my pops with this one. And I'm not alone with this here. And I didn't announce this at any point in time during the promo for this episode. But we got the Chief. Long live the Chief, Mally Mal, in the building right now. We gonna discuss this same time right now, right before the next episode of Premiere Boyz Podcast. So, the Chief, you are up. Let's get it.
Long live the Chief. Listen, I heard everything you had to say in part A. You know, I respect it. I respect the level of vulnerability. Concerning the situation, I went headfirst into the fire in order to try to quell the fire on our behalf without hearing what was already said. Right? See, if I had heard what was already said, right? There's a double-edged sword here. Saying there's a little double-edged sword, right? Here's the double-edged sword. I do sincerely apologize for, you know, the things we said about his wife, right? And I'm gonna say we, because all for one, not all for one, one for all. We musketeers out this bitch.
No, facts.
Right? I sincerely do. But remember when Jay-Z said, "You gave me 20 minutes on stage"?
What the fuck was he thinking?
What was he thinking? This man gave us an hour, and his friends gave us an hour.
And that's the crazy part about it, though. the way the setup for that shit was when I first clicked on, and I didn't click on, I saw the replay. I'm part of Replay Gang. Like, I saw the whole layout. This nigga treated this shit like TLC's Red Light Special. What the fuck was that about, bro?
Digging on you, like, he was like, I had to put the red eye on him. I had to put the red eye on him.
Right? I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You spent the whole hour talking about 4 dudes on the northeast, talking about your trash ass song, bro. The fuck is you thinking, nigga? Like, come on.
Listen,
what should I be talking about?
He decided. Let's bring this to some intellectual level, right? He decided that the best way to deal with the best way to deal with negative commentary, body shaming, things of that nature, is to do negative commentary and body shaming. Yeah, that was his decision.
Let's add some more fire to that fire real quick. You feel me? You can't talk about, right? In his video, I noticed how he talked about, oh, I'm trying to help and build communities. Like, you trying to kick knowledge. Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to help and build communities. And you're just trying to tear it down. Like, get the fuck out of here, Captain Planet. Because last I checked, at the first 30 minutes of that shit, all you did was try to flame us. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing I don't understand about this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing this shit for a long fucking time. You know, it's not like we're just people they just put together in the studio and then made a video and hope it hit. You feel me? Like,
that was like his video. He just put stuff together and hope it hit. It didn't hit.
Yeah, you play craps games with your underground R&B singer career. Really? Come on, son. Nah. One of the things that a lot of people don't know when it comes down with this whole podcast situation is we've been like rocking for like a long period of time. Not just you and me, but Ken and Roddy as well as a group. Over 15 years. So there's connection there that you don't necessarily see in most of these podcasts out here. You know what I'm saying? So when you take that energy, you put that shit on these services, these streaming sites, and then you seeing the fruit that comes from it. Yeah, sometimes there's definitely going to be some backlash, whether we bring it up or it comes our way. But don't ever think that just because we're not as big as the people you're trying to sue for money, that you think you could just trample over us, bro. Fuck out of here.
Wait. Let's talk about that too. Let's talk about it.
What the fuck is we talking about, bro?
No. I'm gonna speak on it, right? Because he's like, all you did was what everybody do is read about the story and then talk about it.
Well, like the people on the news.
What more are we supposed to do? All I know is what can be told. I can't speak on the case. I know you can't speak on your frivolous lawsuit. You moron.
You're not going to win. And the crazy shit about that is, bro, if you look back, that's how I know he don't listen or read or write or can do all three at the same time. In the actual episode of Untitled, in that when we discussed them, I was the only one that was like, yo, maybe he got a case. Play it back. I was the only one that said, yo, maybe he got a case because the intro kind of sound like what was in the track. So if he could find a way to prove that it was just sped up and super duper mix, which he didn't do on his own fucking song, then maybe he might got a case. And my dumb ass defending this shit.
I don't know why you did that. You jumped off the cliff with that.
Yeah, because as a producer, maybe I heard something that his producers didn't hear. You feel me?
He's his producers.
And that's the problem.
I know that because even he told us, he was like, listen, he said it to me, well, to us, because it was he gave us an hour of his time.
On a late night when you could be with your queen on her birthday.
Right.
I didn't know it was her birthday.
It's her birthday. Go. You gave time to 4 dudes instead of your quote unquote queen on her birthday.
And bro,
I don't think your decision making skills is up to par.
Me? But I
don't think his decision making skills is up to par.
Oh nah, because if it was me, I don't know about y'all niggas, but me personally, if I'm with my shorty on her birthday, She getting bent over a balcony off top. I'm not going to be up here on a late night talking about 4 podcasters from West Palm Beach. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to be thinking about that. But nah, apparently this guy got all the time in the world to do a fucking live at like 12:30. You know what I'm saying? You should take that time and mix your fucking track.
He should have. That's what I wanted to get after. He said it on his live. Oh, I did it in one take. I didn't do no harmonies or nothing. Why? Why the fuck? Not? It's important.
Like that's part of the song.
It makes the song. Your song wasn't songing.
Nigga, have you heard Case? Donnell Jones, Raheem Devon. They do all that shit. I'm pretty sure Raheem Devon hits all those runs, right? He definitely takes about like 10 or 12 runs and just picks which one he'll put in there. Mm-hmm. That shit takes a session.
Joe does 96 tracks on every song he does. 96 vocal tracks.
and you took your ass, right? On Instagram Live with your 41,000 followers, which 36,000 of them are paid, and you sat there
more like 41,000.
I gave him credit.
I'm giving that man straight 300 followers because we looked. Oh, you thought you was the only one that could do research?
Yeah, like bro, like this is a team collaboration here. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it's a whole team collaboration. If you thought that was research, I was doing research myself today at work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you what I came across. And if you think I was sitting and talking shit and was like, oh well, you know, y'all just hating on us. You know, yeah, bro, we're not the only one. So this is from Ice Cream Convos, right? Good folks over there. Shout out to them. Give them credit for the following. They were talking about the whole lawsuit that he can't speak on that he's trying to win. Good luck with that. And they said the following, quote, the audacity. Now, outside of the refrain of she got it in Cooper's song and you got it in No Guidance, I don't understand where this lawsuit comes from. Clearly, Mr. Cooper receives no guidance from anyone when it came to filing this suit. Because I love you.
That's good. Continue.
I suffered through Cooper's video to see if I could hear the alleged similarities. Sung in the key of Nah, Cooper seems to have spent more on the graphics in the video than he did for the production, writing, mixing, and mastering of the song. Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. This person said he spent more on the graphics in the video. Bruh.
That's bad because we seen that video. He didn't spend.
Brandon, if you needed help, I could have did this shit for you for free. You know, just tag me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that is all good. Just tag me. You know, don't thank me, book me. You know, come on. He did it for free.
He did it. You know, remember in the video we was trying to figure out where the hell he actually was? You know how many different skylines he had?
Then he was in Chicago. Then he was in West Palm Beach. Then he was in Vegas, I think.
Then he was at work on the roof of the building that he definitely does janitorial work from.
Yo, your man was like, yo, I'm gonna clock out and do this video real quick. Come up. And then he pulls up, right? And he brings his Burlington clothes, right? To the roof. And busts out the video. You feel me?
Guess where he was?
Where he was?
He took and made this beautiful, award-winning, stunning, classic video in beautiful, scenic Hoboken, New Jersey.
Oh, he was right across the river.
Mm-hmm.
He was right over here. That's not bad. Shit. I could be in Hoboken tomorrow, man.
You could see the skyline.
So he was actually close to New York, though. That was accurate. He was close to New York.
He was close, but he had a picture of the Chicago skyline to start the video.
Bro, this is what happens when you fill the geography regions. This is what happens. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. If you're doing drugs, stop. Please get some help. You know, don't be like this nigga, bro. Like, come on. And then the shit that killed me, right, is that he was talking about his podcast on his podcast channel. And then he said he was number one on that channel that he owned.
Your channel. My son
your channel.
My son gave himself a participation award.
Yeah, because they do that
on his channel.
You know?
He said it's voted for by the people. What people? You mean the people that specifically know and watch your channel? You mean the people that you put on to specifically know and watch your channel? Because nobody heard of it.
Yo, I'm gonna do you another situation. I do you one better. Pause. I searched Mr. Cooper today. You know, I had time today. You know, when you start talking shit about me and my gap, I'm gonna reserve a whole episode just to flame your ass. You feel me? Like real quick. Mm-hmm. Nah, but I searched him today, and a couple things came up. Right, first, you already know. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Shout out to the real Mr. Cooper, Mark Curry. You already know the vibes. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I named my live yesterday.
I seen that. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. That's wild. Nah, but that's crazy. So I saw that, right? And then I saw apparently there's like a Mr. Cooper mortgage situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, I could get like, you know, hopefully I get some credit. If I need a mortgage, I could probably hit them up, you know? That's really informative. But I didn't find none of Brandon's work, bro. I didn't. And then I searched Brandon's stage name. And what happened was it only paired up when it was with the Chris Brown, Drake, No Guidance shit. You know what I'm saying?
Ye golly gas.
And I'm like, oh, damn, you're in your 14th minute of your 15 minutes. You ain't got a lot of time. You ain't got a lot of time, baby. And I see you trying to sit there and attack 4 podcasters from Brooklyn in the middle of a work night. You need to get some help for that.
He got to finish doing janitorial work in that place that he was doing his live from.
He did that shit in the closet. Let me tell you something. He did that shit in the janitor's closet. I bet it. I put my next check on it. Janitor's closet. He was like, yo, come to the janitor's closet around 1. I'm about to spit some heat. And then he brought his light that he got from Amazon that you could change to red. And then he was like, oh, put the red light on. Put the red eye on. I'm mad. I'm in my feelings.
I had to do it.
And I ain't gonna hold you. Now, I will say this. Like I said before, I understand why he was in your feelings. You feel me? But here's what pissed me off about the shit overall. You know what I'm saying? Here's what pissed me off overall. The fact that you was in your feelings as a man, you know, seeing another man talk down on your queen, right? And you could have did one or two things, right? You could have sat there and, you know, hit all 4 of us, you know, or just me in the DM and discuss this shit man to man. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure all of our IGs is on that video. I don't know if it is or not, but
it is. I personally made sure to put it there, and put it in the bio.
When you see that shit, right? You could have hit me up on the DMs on that, and then we could have chopped it up. Like, man, I could have given you an apology then, you know, or you could have did the shit that personally I would have done, bought a ticket, you know what I'm saying? Bought a flight ticket and then pulled up to the city. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, flight tickets right now are not OD expensive at all. And I can prove that shit. Give me a minute. Wait right there. I seen this earlier today, and I just want to be sure. Yeah, here we go. West Palm Beach to New York. You could have landed in JFK for fucking $200 and then had this conversation. You feel me? And then I would have gladly obliged, and I would have came alone, because I know for a fact, you know what I'm saying, if I'm over here, you know, or I find out somebody down there talking about my shorty, yeah, I'm booking a flight automatically and I'm gonna see what's up. What did you do? You sat there, took it to the live, and spent an hour talking about how big my gap is. And I'm like, bro, seriously, that's all you got?
So basically, this is what I get from that sentence, Sam. So basically, there's a man talking crap about your woman, right? Talking hot. I mean, because you was wilding. Talking crazy about his woman, and all you doing is staring into this man's mouth.
Now, here's the crazy, though.
Wow,
here's the crazy part.
Sir. Wait. Hold on. Let me make a real quick correlation. Hold on. I don't want to cut you on your show, but let me make a correlation. So, you talk about his wife, he stares in your mouth. And then on his wife's birthday, he gives us the first hour of his wife's birthday.
How do you do that?
You're looking a little sus, buddy. This is suspicious. It's suspicious.
But here's the crazy part about it, though. You know, people will tell you like this, right? People be like, oh, people probably look at this and be like, oh, you knew that was that man's wife. Bro, I am not Miss fucking Cleo. I am Aaron fucking Sands. And I can tell you right now, I didn't know that was it. Like I told you before, girlfriends, wives, kids, off the table. If I knew that that lady was that man's wife as I was whiling, I would have been like, yo, you know what? Nah, fuck that. We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You know what I'm saying? People tend to take that type of shit serious. You know what I'm saying? I've asked around. It's lit. I know it's lit for myself. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going that far. I'm not going to go that far. You feel me? But the way you pulled up last night and then try to sit there and be on some tough guy shit just so y'all can say, oh, I saw some dudes on some New York dudes on Instagram. Y'all sound wild pussy for that, though. Wild pussy. And I'm be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even my type of time, but you're supposed to be like an older dude teaching the new generation new shit, and then you conducting yourself like this. You looking worse just by this than we are. You know what I'm saying? And
it's
the fact
factual.
of the matter is, what happened?
That's factual.
Yeah. And the fact of the matter is this, and this is going to be some real truth shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk down on our podcast, talk down on our content and everything. Last I checked, we are still number one on entertainment news on Good Pods. Indie only and non-indie only. We beating fucking Dateline. So let me with that shit, bro.
Let me give some context to that. Unlike you being number one on the Signature Series network, which you own or something, right? This network that nobody's heard of yet, that you're trying to say that we might need one day. See, this is why I'm mad. I'm gonna tell them why I'm mad. We might need you one day. We didn't need you today. We not going to need you tomorrow. We didn't need you when we started, and we damn sure not need you when we finish.
Like, I needed Wi-Fi. I didn't need you. Fuck.
Right. See, here's the thing, right? You're number one on a network that you're in control of. You and your little friends, y'all watch that network together. Congratulations. You can find it on the very meager amount of outlets that you said it was able to be found.
Don't worry, all three of them know what
basically,
it is.
yo, Sands, he was basically celebrating getting his stuff on BCAT.
Basically,
my son was number one on public access television. Good job, homie.
You came on wild late and shit while kids was asleep, and he still made number one. And that's really because for like 2 to 11, all they do is show the fucking clips of like what's going on in the community.
Right. Now,
you basically beat those niggas. Congratulations, you played yourself. Talk to us when you get shit started on Apple.
My son is number one on one street in West Palm Beach, Florida, at the exact address that also happens to be his house. That's where he's number one. We are number one on a podcast, on a pod network that we do not control at all. You know, people had to come and watch us. You know, people have to know our name. That's how you found us. We didn't send this to you. You watched us.
You came to us. Oh, thanks for the views, by the way. We really appreciate that.
We do.
Listen, talk to me when one of the first seasons of your podcast reaches 8,000 views in 10 episodes with a 1,500 viewer seat on average, and that's reaching over 20 fucking countries worldwide. Talk to me when you do that. Shout out to my homies in India, by the way. You already know what the vibe is.
Shout it out. Listen. You're not going to sit here and espouse. You're not going to sit here and espouse bullshit with a wise man demeanor, right? I don't know who you think you're dealing with, but you're not dealing with a bunch of morons, right? You're not going to sit here and try to give us this condescending look like you're winning, like you got this and we need you, and the only reason we're jumping on you for clout. What clout can we get from you? Here's the deal, right? I'm gonna tell you just like this.
Us though, you can't say it was about clout if he's seeking us. We wasn't looking for you, bro. We didn't even know. Outside of the video, we didn't really know who the fuck you was.
Here's the deal. No, watch this. Here's the deal. If we wanted clout, right? If you're saying that this is for clout, I'll even give them that. Yep, it is for clout. Who we gonna get the clout from though? Not yo ass. How we going to get the clout from a nigga with 3 real followers? If anybody we getting the clout from is by mentioning Chris Brown and Drake, just like you did.
And look where you at.
Listen,
still with the same 3 followers, all 3 of them.
Here's the deal, buddy boy. Right? Once again, I will double down, triple down, quadruple down on being sorry about the body shaming that we did. Right?
Facts, that wasn't cool.
You told us on that live that song was for your wife, and then you made the entire album for your wife, and the song was supposed to encapsulate how you felt about your woman and this, that, and the third. Here's the deal, right? I needed your wife to be more like my ex-girlfriend, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because when I made terrible music, when I did poor singing, she laughed and I did not put the song out. You didn't need to put this song out. Matter of fact, you should have been trying to sell that. But you didn't. You put this song out, she egged you on, and now you out here looking stupid.
And you know what the smart move could have been? Say if you did, if you did put the song out for your wife, right? I'm not questioning that. But if you really was trying to make that smart, you would have sold the song to Walmart and they would have put it in their cards and you would have got the royalties from that. And that way you wouldn't have to be worrying about boys who look broke in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? That's what you said, right? Yeah. You could have did that and got some bread. But what do I know? I'm just a gap tooth bitch from Brooklyn that's broke. Like, come on, son. Yo, why did his band, speaking of that, when he told him that they talk about we claim New York, New Jersey. It's not that we claim, by the way, that's not what we claim, that's where we're from. All right. It's like you claim you did the video in Chicago, but you did it in Hoboken. But whatever. Why when he told him that they claim New York, New Jersey, right? He was talking like a whole bunch of shit, right? But then he was like, oh, they claim New York, New Jersey. And then he looked kind of serious for like all of like 5 seconds. And he was like, oh, no, God, like he was bagging back.
Mm-hmm. Listen, that I want to speak on them too. So your network, right? He said we're finding the most talented, amazing people that we can find to put on our network. We put on independent people. We put on wrestlers. We put on singers. We put on comedians. All right, listen. Me and you, we had wrestling in common. I seen your followers. I seen who you follow. You follow Naomi, right? Here's the deal, buddy. Ain't nobody good on your network. If those 2 dudes on your live was supposed to be your comedians, ain't nobody ever gonna look at your network, bro, except y'all. I don't know if that works economically. You know, y'all giving money to each other. I don't know.
It's like a circle jerk, but with dollar bills.
Right. So now y'all got cummy money, handing it to each other. Cool. Y'all have that. Y'all not funny. You're not good at what you do. instead of trying to show us how to be better, instead of telling us our social media is trash when your social media is fucking garbage. Not even worse. His garbage. Right? And this is like, I want you to understand that he's really trying to have his social media be great.
And that's great.
It's terrible.
But you ain't gonna do it off the backs of the Premiere Boyz.
No. What I'm saying is he put in the time. He paid the people to put those bots as his followers.
Facts. And
he still doesn't have the engagement that we got.
Oh, you think we didn't know that, huh?
Oh, we seen your Twitter. Oh my God, Twitter's absolutely abysmal.
The problem is he must think we're stupid. Like, he must think we're stupid, or he must think we just got to number one on entertainment on all the entertainment charts because we don't do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
It's that ignorant ass wise man demeanor that he keeps having. Oh, but we're gonna stay humble. There is nothing humble about anything you said or did. Oh, we're not going to get cocky. There's nothing not cocky. You have to be cocky as hell to have done nothing and talk like you did something.
With a fucking red light. Are you
nothing?
Stupid? You know how bad that is for your eyes? And you're old.
My son thought this was, you know what? He thought this was Hell in a Cell 2019.
Yo, facts.
Dean versus Seth Rollins. And it went over just as well. By the way, if you don't watch wrestling, it went really bad. It sucked.
No, he watched wrestling. He got wrestlers on the podcast. They can refer him.
Yeah, all right. He got wrestlers on the podcast.
Hey, that's what he said.
That's what he said, right?
I'm not here to speculate. I'm just here to report.
I just see him following popular wrestlers and hoping for the best. They got championship wrestling. You got swap meet wrestlers. Stop it.
You got the wrestling, right? That's like in the backyard. You know, you're in Florida, so you might know. You got the wrestling that's in the backyard and shit. The hard ass plywood, but no covering.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They go up there, do a taunt. He lands wrong, fuck around, bust his leg up, break his leg and shit. I don't know if you saw that video.
Yeah, the homie that like jumped down and just he tore everything in both knees.
Yeah, his whole shit went every which way. Just wait, and then that was it. Like
these like, listen. I want to make a disclaimer. Look, I know we've been going in for a little bit, right? And here's the deal. You came with your false bravado. You came with this false wise man demeanor. You came with all of this. And the thing is, you're probably going to say something along the lines of, oh, guys, you're going a little too hard. What if they talked about you like that? We're not bitches. Like, I know you think we're bitches, but we're not bitches, right? You think growing up where we grew up, we can't get talked about? Oh no,
I had gap jokes told about me since I was 6. All right, your little shit, like, bro, you gotta come harder than that, my guy. I could have told you were fucking Humpty Dumpty.
You had 2 comedians with you. And nobody had jokes. Like, here's the thing. This is why I'm so mad for real, Sam.
That's why he got 6 views on his shit, though. That's only why he got 6 views on his shit.
Right. This is why I'm so mad. If you're gonna clown me, please be funny.
Like, you need to really go hard. I gotta laugh, and I gotta be like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna clown us, make us laugh. Because all you're doing is opening yourself up for this can of whoop ass. Right? And the other part is, if you're going to tell us if you're going to be the person that tells us how to get better, maybe you should be better than us. See, I learned from a very set slew of mentors in the finance game that when I'm taking advice on how to get rich, it's a bad idea to listen to my broke uncle.
Facts.
Shout out to my guy Hassani. Right? If I'm trying to learn how to be a doctor, it's probably a bad idea to listen to an MTA worker on how to be a doctor. Probably a terrible idea. So hell no, I'm not going to listen to some dude that's just out here fronting. That ass fronting. You're fronting, boy. We see you.
At your age, you're way too old to be fronting.
Word.
At your age.
My son is straight Pharrell Jay-Z.
Like, what the fuck, bro? Nah, but here's the thing. I'm not going to end on this, but I'm going to ask your closing thoughts on this one after I get this off. Yeah, we did talk a lot of shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did talk about, you know, a lot about how he was moving last night in that live. You know what I'm saying? And overall, it was 100% pure garbage. But let's get it straight down the middle. You said last night that we might not need you, but we gonna need you, right? And I love that because you couldn't be so wrong. You know what I'm saying? Where we are right now, yeah, granted, we're just warming up, but we're already making we're already making progress. You know what I'm saying? We got all 3 of our pods on high value charts. You know what I'm saying? King Talk just hit almost like 9,000 views as we speak. You know what I'm saying? 8,000 just in the first season alone. Alvin, your shit coming up next. You know what I'm saying? Like, you up next. You know what I'm saying? So, granted, we might not be where these big guys are now, but best believe, niggas like you, we already lapped your ass. You know what I'm saying? And when we get bigger, and when we hit the YouTube the right way, we gonna lap that ass again. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe you'll be the ones who need us. And I'll probably consider it for 5 seconds. And I'll tell you to get your Humpty Dumpty ass the fuck up out my office. And that'll be that. You know what I'm saying? Once again, look, I'm sorry about what I said, you know, on that video. It was fucked up. But if we getting on you, we coming at you full speed ahead. Especially with that bullshit you pulled last night, though.
Goofy.
Stupid. I gotta get that soundbite.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be done, right? I'm gonna be done because, you know, I believe in the power of positivity, but I'm also strong about not letting anybody just talk crazy to me, try to walk all over me, try to walk all over my team. Listen, I'm a man of reconciliation. I'm a man of growth. I'm a man of character and honesty, right? Being that, I came to you with an apology. You cut me off mid-sentence. You guys dismissed me, trashed me right there on the spot. I came to you face to face, unready. I seen it. I jumped on because I understood the wrong, right? I understood the wrong we did. This is not us dismissing the wrong we did. See, what this is us honestly putting you in your damn place. How dare you talk about unifying black folk and trying to sun us? How dare you try to like do these two things, exist in these two spaces at once? How dare you contradict yourself like this? You are a walking oxymoron. You are a paradox. You are hypocrisy with a bad beard. That's what you are, Brandon. See, you didn't know that you were dealing with some people that was not willing to roll over. Like, I don't know who you think you are, but let's put you on ice. You want to talk about our content? Bro, I seen your YouTube. You have all of one video up. Guess what video it is? Guess what video it is that got popular after you launched a lawsuit on a major force in the music industry? You will never, ever be relevant. So how dare you? First of all, how dare y'all try to fight the tribal chief and tell us we're coming to the island of relevancy? I heard you when you double backed off that, right? You're dealing with one of the number one podcasts, period, out here. And we have the stats to prove it.
And the money to back it up.
We're dealing with one of the lowest ranking R&B niggas in the world, and you have the stats to prove it. Listen, we can come together after this, talk about it, maybe reconcile. You had to hear this, right? Or we can never reconcile and we'll never talk again. Either way, I wish the Premiere Boyz all the best. I wish King Talk all the best. I wish the Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast all the best. I wish the Old School Show all the best. You guys are cool.
You said reconciliation, and you know what I'm saying, like maybe that might be a prospect for you, but I ain't gonna hold you. This last episode will be the last time I will speak on this issue, the first and the last. Anybody want to sit there and speak on whether Ron hates women or whatever my thoughts is about Brandon? Look, you know, Ken, Roddy, bro, you know what I'm saying? Send them here. I would send them here. You feel me? Like, send them to this episode, because after this, I gave y'all a little lifeline a little bit. But yeah, we gonna unplug that shit. You feel me? Like, yeah, you a vegetable, my nigga. You a whole vegetable. We gonna unplug that real quick. You feel me? So
exactly.
Yeah.
We about to
ain't giving this shit no more life. Y'all can reconciliate if y'all want. I'm good, bro. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's it. You feel me? But that's all for now. I will drop your social.
That's a lot of information for them. I'm gonna give them my my Instagram and my handles and stuff. I'm not gonna give them my social. That's wild, bro. Like,
no, not your social. Something like your Insta, my nigga. Come on now.
You can find me on.
I'm giving you your MySpace password, man. Come on.
I might do that. Just see who logs in. That's fun.
You gonna put yourself at like, he gonna put himself as like top pros and shit. Top 8.
You can find me on everything. They call me Mally Mal. I'm not going to insult your intelligence and tell you how to spell they, tell you how to spell call, tell you how to spell me. But Mally Mal is Malimal. Long live the chief.
You already know what it is. It's Aaron Sands. You can follow me at Aaron Sands Premiere. That is AARONSANDSPREMIERE. Once again, guys, I'm sorry for making y'all wait that extra week, but you know, I had to take care of the mind and the body first to make sure everything is lit. Now I did, and I got a lot of this bullshit off my chest. And you know what I've been feeling about, you know what I'm saying, about ladies and everything like that. Got it off the chest. Trust and believe. Next time, we getting back to the good vibes. We getting back to the real shit. We getting back to the funny shit. All right here, King Talk with your boy Aaron Sands. But till then, we gonna wrap it up. Oh, how rude am I? I'm sorry. If you're in the New York City area, you trying to look for a good time, ladies, you trying to show out, you know, guys, you trying to sit there and find a real one out here in these streets, pull up to Taj, best Saturday party, 48 West 21st Street, say Premiere at the door, table reservations only. You already know that. And on top of that, you got to get shotted up to pull up in there. You ain't got your shots, you can't pull up. If you got one of the shots, you can probably pull up. Try to see if I can squeeze a little bit. Be like, yo, come on, she got one of the shots. Like, she's waiting for the second one. Just let her up in there. Or if you got both of the shots, you could be straight. You're definitely straight if you got both. One's a little shaky. But yeah, you already know what it is. Get that, table reservations only. You'll be able to, you know, book some bottles, book a table, do some hookah, whatever you want to do. Taj Best Saturday Party. Say Premiere at the door. You already know the vibes. Aaron Sands. Catch you on the next one. Check out my Instagram for the next release date. Until then, enjoy this last song. See y'all next time. Peace.
What's up, world? This is the Chief Mally Mal. Long live the Chief. And you're tuned in to King Talk with Mr. Aaron Sands. Don't go nowhere, baby.